Welcome to Financial Statistics. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating and foundational concepts in modern finance, the geometric random walk. If you have ever wondered how mathematicians and analysts model the unpredictable, chaotic movements of the stock market, you are in the right place. We will build this concept from the ground up, starting with simple intuition and moving all the way to real-world financial applications. By the end of this lesson, you will understand exactly why asset prices behave the way they do. Let us get started. To understand a geometric random walk, imagine playing a board game. In a standard game, a coin flip moves you exactly one step forward or backward, no matter where you are. That is an additive process. But imagine a different game where your movement depends on your current score. If you have 100 points, a lucky flip gives you a massive boost. But if you have only 2 points, you barely move. This is a multiplicative process. In finance, a geometric random walk models variables that change through these multiplicative shocks. It perfectly captures how investments grow or shrink by percentage rates rather than fixed dollar amounts. Now that we understand the basic idea, let us look at the mathematical representation of a standard random walk. This equation shows that the new value, y sub t, is simply the old value, y sub t minus 1, plus a random amount called epsilon sub t. This random shock can be positive or negative. Conceptually, this makes sense for many things, but it has a fatal flaw when applied to finance. If the random shock is a large negative number, the total value could easily drop below zero. Since the price of a company's stock cannot fall below $0, this additive model fails to represent reality accurately. We need a better approach. To fix the fatal flaw of the standard walk, we change the addition into multiplication. This brings us to the geometric random walk formula. Here, the current stock price, S sub t, equals the previous price, S sub t minus 1, multiplied by the exponential of our random shock, epsilon sub t. Why use the exponential function? It has a magical property. No matter what value the shock takes, whether highly positive or deeply negative, the exponential result is always a positive number. Therefore, when we multiply our old stock price by this positive multiplier, the new stock price is mathematically guaranteed to stay above zero. This perfectly models financial assets. Before we move on, let us see this with a concrete example. Suppose a stock currently trades at $100. Over the next 2 days, it experiences two random shocks, a positive 0.05 and a negative 0.02. We want to calculate the price at the end of day 2. We start with day 1. We take our initial price of 100 and multiply it by the exponential of our first shock. The exponential of 0.05 gives us a growth multiplier of approximately 1.05127. Multiplying this out, the stock price rises to roughly $105.13. Now we move forward in time to day 2. The new price depends entirely on yesterday's closing price and today's new random shock. We plug in our day 1 price of 105.127. Then we insert the negative shock for day 2. Evaluating the exponential of negative 0.02 gives us a multiplier of 0.98020. Notice that even with bad news in the market, this multiplier is still positive, just less than 1. Multiplying these together, we reach our final answer. The stock price drops to approximately $103.05, successfully handling a negative market movement without ever crossing below zero. So, we have successfully used the geometric model. But multiplying a long chain of daily shocks can become computationally heavy and prone to errors. This brings us to a brilliant mathematical trick, the logarithmic transformation. By taking the natural logarithm of our geometric random walk, we can magically turn complex multiplication into simple addition. This happens because a fundamental rule of mathematics states that the logarithm of a product equals the sum of the individual logarithms. In plain English, while the stock price itself follows a complicated multiplicative path, the logarithm of that stock price follows a very simple additive random walk. Let us look at the formula for this transformation. When we apply the natural logarithm to our geometric equation, we get this beautiful result. The natural log of the current stock price, S sub t, is exactly equal to the natural log of the previous price, S sub t minus 1, plus the random shock, epsilon sub t. Conceptually, this is massive. It means we have recovered the simple additive structure of the standard random walk, but we are applying it to the log price instead of the actual price. If the random shock increases, the log price increases by that exact additive amount. This makes analyzing long-term trends incredibly straightforward. To truly cement this idea, let us look at a visual comparison of the two walks. On this graph, the horizontal axis represents time and the vertical axis represents the value or price. Both walks start at the exact same initial positive value. Notice the standard random walk, the lower curve. As time goes on, the additive negative shocks eventually drag the value below the zero line into negative territory. Now look at the geometric random walk, the upper curve. Because it relies on multiplicative shocks, it fluctuates wildly but hits a hard floor. It is strictly bounded at zero. This diagram perfectly illustrates why the geometric walk is the only realistic choice for modeling asset prices. This visual behavior brings us to a crucial statistical concept, the log normal distribution. In statistics, a distribution simply describes all the possible values a variable can take and how likely they are to occur. If we assume that our daily random shocks form a classic symmetrical bell-shaped curve, a normal distribution, then the sum of all those past shocks is also normally distributed. Since the log price is just the sum of these shocks, the log price itself is normally distributed. Because the logarithm of the price forms a symmetrical bell curve, the actual stock price forms a skewed curve that stretches out to infinity on the right but hits a hard wall at zero on the left. We call this a log normal distribution. Let us put this logarithmic property to work with another example. An investor holds a stock for 3 months. The initial price is $50 and the monthly shocks are 0.10, 0.05 and negative 0.08. Instead of calculating month by month, we use the additive property of logarithms. We state our formula showing that the final log price equals the initial log price plus the sum of all shocks. We substitute our known values, placing 50 inside the natural log function. The natural log of 50 is approximately 3.912. Adding our shocks gives a net change of 0.07. Adding these together, our final log price is 3.982. We have found our intermediate result, but a log price of 3.982 is not a spendable dollar amount that we can easily understand. To find the actual value of the stock, we must reverse the logarithm process. We do this by applying the exponential function, which is the mathematical opposite of the natural logarithm. By raising the constant e to the power of 3.982, we recover the true price. Our final answer is $53.62. This proves that adding up daily or monthly shocks is much faster and simpler than doing a long chain of complex multiplications, translating our abstract math back into the real world. Now that we have used this formula, let us understand its massive impact on the real world. The geometric random walk is not just a theoretical exercise, it is the absolute bedrock of modern financial mathematics. Without it, the famous Black-Scholes formula, which is used globally for pricing financial options, simply would not exist. Analysts and traders use this exact model to run Monte Carlo simulations, generating thousands of possible future paths for a stock to see what might happen. Furthermore, risk managers at major banks rely on this framework to calculate the probability of a market crash, ensuring they hold enough capital to survive. It is a mathematically sound way to handle the chaotic nature of markets. We have covered a lot of ground today, so let us reinforce the most important ideas. First, remember that geometric random walks model variables that change by random percentages, using multiplicative shocks rather than fixed additive amounts. Second, this multiplicative nature is crucial because it guarantees that values like stock prices always remain positive, reflecting reality. Third, by taking the logarithm of these prices, we can turn complex multiplication into simple addition, revealing that log prices follow a normal distribution. This ultimately means the original prices are log normally distributed. You now have a mathematically elegant framework for understanding how financial markets truly move. Excellent work today.